Hi guys, I'm back again today with another video, and today we're checking out what do Americans think of socialized medicine. So let's see what they think. And before we do start off, you can subscribe, click the bell button. Let's begin.
What do you think about socialized healthcare?
I do not like the idea of that.
I don't want the government picking what I can and cannot do.
Well, my husband's from Europe, so I think it's pretty good, actually. I think a lot of people are covered by it. Everybody's covered. They don't have to worry about paying for it.
It's definitely more accessible for everybody. It allows all of us to remain healthy, to live long lives as much as we can.
I think it's kind of a necessity that the government provides healthcare for its citizens.
Um, okay. The other lady that they interviewed, I mean, genuinely, some people are not interested, right? So each to their own. But does she understand what the question was to begin with? Because so far she's the only one who's like hell to the nah. But I think this is just giving us an overview, but they will give us a full interview later, or maybe she has a good reason. So let's not jump the gun. Let's go back a bit.
I think it's kind of a necessity that the government provides healthcare for its citizens.
If everybody has something for free, who's going to pay for it?
Okay, what if people pay for it by taxes? What do you think of that?
Well, that's going to increase. You like to pay taxes?
If it's gonna benefit everyone, then yeah.
So, first of all, let me ask you, do you know what the NHS is?
No.
They regulate and provide national health services for the UK.
What do you think the average copay is under the NHS?
I can't imagine it goes any lower than 30.
The amount for me is like $120 to see my family physician.
And so based on that, what would you guess would be the price there? Similar?
Probably, I would say probably higher.
Higher?
Oh,
It's actually, there isn't a copay, so it's $0. Do you know if you get healthcare if you're not a citizen, do you think, under the NHS?
Isn't there certain protections, but not all of them?
You actually do get healthcare if you're not a citizen. What about if you're homeless?
I think you get it
Correct.
also.
What about
Yeah.
specialized costs, or specialized care, like an inhaler or an EpiPen?
In the UK, for an inhaler or prescriptions, and I'm just guessing, at the most $20.
I'm guessing UK doesn't pay anything, which really sucks because we pay a lot.
A
I
lot.
would say it's probably higher.
Considering what it costs here, I'm going to ballpark that at also another 25-ish.
Okay, it's actually £9
Just 9.
for any medication, which is about $12.
Okay, so they are cheaper.
So they are cheaper.
Way
What do you think of
cheaper.
that?
I am still for individual medical care.
Is she alright? Is she alright? Okay? Each to their own. Each to their own. But is she alright? Like, what does she like? What is her beef with socialized healthcare? Like, does she have some sort of beef? She's like, I pay for my own. I don't want to pay for homeless people. I don't want to pay for the people who don't have jobs. Is that her reasoning? Because at the end of the day, who suffers? You. You will suffer. So why not? I wish we had this system though in the Philippines, but it's still affordable even if we don't have a system like socialized medicine. Yeah, it's still affordable. So thank God.
For individual medical care.
Oh, $9 compared to $600. That's insane. Inhalers $250. And I know a lot of people use inhalers.
So, have you ever avoided seeking health care or treatment or medication or any sort of health service because of the cost and you were worried about having to pay some sort of fee?
Yes, I have experienced that a lot with patients that come in with pneumonia but have been at home for a matter of 5 days and came in when it got worse and had to be admitted to the hospital. And we're like, why didn't you come in sooner? Well, I couldn't afford this bill, so I was trying to take care of myself at home first.
Even just at school, I know people who, let's say, don't have the student health insurance plan, won't go get, let's say, like contraception or things like that because they don't really want to pay for it out of pocket.
I found out later that I had sprained my ACL. I couldn't move, but I also didn't want to call an ambulance because I couldn't afford it.
So, what'd you do?
I got on my friend's back.
But my sister, she has like a lot of allergies, so like instead of like using the ambulance for her like anaphylactic allergies, we have to drive her, which is very scary because you know you don't know about like traffic or anything. You don't have the same privileges as an ambulance on the road.
Have you
Wow,
ever
these kids are smart.
Not sought treatment because you're afraid of a cost?
No, ma'am.
Do you know anyone who has?
No, ma'am.
What about people who are afraid of the cost of, say, an ambulance?
Okay, that happens all the time because we have so many Americans that don't want to go in debt and they're trying to save money and they think they can go buy a car instead of an ambulance.
So what would you think if that service was free?
If that service was free, anything that's free, sometimes it's not worth having.
She just confused me, but
77% of people in Britain support the NHS and are happy with it. Would you say that you are happy with the United States healthcare system?
No, definitely not.
No, and I'm actually pretty lucky because I work for the university, so my insurance is pretty good. And even then, I'm not happy with it.
That's a loaded question. I have insurance, and it's good insurance through my husband's company, but we pay through the nose for it. If it were free, I would love that. And if we only paid $350 a month, that would be a huge deal.
I don't believe that our government should be responsible for providing all of us health care. I think the individuals need to be responsible. They need to have a job. They need to look for jobs that provide benefits.
There's so many people, especially people from sort of like lower socioeconomic backgrounds, who can't get the health care that they need because they just can't afford.
okay. We know some people are lazy. Okay, facts. Maybe they don't want to get a job and they want to leech off free healthcare. Who cares? But I think there are more people who can't get a job because of their medical situation. So if we had, if we, I mean, I'm including my country, okay? Let's get some. If we had free health care based on taxes, I know it's going to be expensive. I mean, we pay expensive taxes anyways, and it goes to their freaking stomach. So why not pay well, it might go in their stomach again. That's the problem. That's the problem with Philippines is corruption. Okay. We can be better, but they just put it in their pockets, in their stomach, and in their Rolex and whatever they got going on. But anyways, I mean, I think it's the same in the US too. If we actually use it for where it should be, then the people who need medical care will get the care that they need, then look for a job, right? Right? Do you think people just want to sit down all day and do nothing? Of course, they want to make money, they want to travel, they want to build their dreams, which is house, whatever, right? So they're gonna get a job. But how can they do it if they are medically ill or, anyways, that's a
Who can't
tangent.
get the health care that they need because they just can't afford it.
The premiums are still pretty high. They're not unreasonable. but it's still pretty high. The medicine I have to pay for is not covered that much, and it's not even anything crazy. It's literally allergy medicine. And I still have to pay a fair amount every month for just allergies.
People are more than numbers, and they're more than the change that you make from
These kids are
switching people
smart.
out of their healthcare.
I think the new generation might have. It depends. Though. Sometimes I'm kind of like 50-50 about it. I was gonna say like the new generation. I think there is hope. I think so. I think the new generation are smart. The only problem is I'm so old if I'm talking about this now. The only problem is I understand them because they're like the world is effed anyways. Like nobody listens to us, smart kids. So we're just gonna be on TikTok the whole day and not even lift a finger because why should we work hard when you guys are stiffing us anyways in the first place? So F that. That's the problem. They're smart, but they don't want to do the job because they know they're gonna get stiffed anyways. That's why. But anyways, beautiful peeps, let me know your thoughts in the comments though. What do you think? Do you agree with socialized healthcare or you're like, you know, some of those ladies that were like individualized is better? And if you think so, like at least let us know why you think it's better. Okay? Because you can have your own opinion, it's okay. Well, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.